The Seahawks defense has been looking a lot better than ever before. But is this defense a top 10 unit in the NFL right now?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast for sports, everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. The defense has been outstanding for the first few weeks, even without Nick Emmanwori and Devin Witherspoon for a few weeks. But of course, Witherspoon recently tweeted reinforcements is on the way, so hopefully they'll return for this game against the Arizona Cardinals. But the Seahawks, as far as rankings go in defense, according to PickWatch, NFLPickWatch.com, are second in total points allowed with 15.7 in the league. They rank 20th in total passing yards allowed and 7th in most rushing yards allowed with a total of 90 per game. Also, they rank 10th in total passing touchdowns allowed and first in the league in total rush TDs allowed, along with 19th in sacks, second in interceptions caught, and 13th in fumbles recovered, which of course was only one, which they recovered, I believe, in this past week against the Saints. But the question is, are the Seahawks a top 10 unit on defense? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash the button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the defense. Seattle's D. I do believe it's top 10 in the league because they've been outstanding for the first couple of weeks. They've been outstanding. And get this. Did you know that not only in the first 3 weeks have they allowed under 100 rushing yards, but also not a single rushing touchdown? I mean, this is different for Seattle. I mean, every year it was always the run defense that was giving up games. We all looked at this team for the last 3 or so years, and the run defense was what was costing them games. This is something new for Seattle. The run defense has been dramatic for Seattle. It has been electric because I want to talk about this one man, Byron Murphy. This man is reviving his career after last year's struggles. He's recorded already for 2.5 sacks, 14 total tackles, and 2 tackles for loss. This is by far the best defensive play I have seen from Byron Murphy recently. He has been going off. This man has been absolutely terrorizing it for the past few weeks. And he has already more sacks than he did last year. But I want to give a shout out to Dorian Kendrick. Ever since he was let go from the LA Rams, Dorian Kendrick's been a baller. That man has been a ball hawk. This guy, Dorian Kendrick, is absolutely amazing. He would used to terrorize Seattle on the defensive side of the ball. Again, whenever we played the Rams, Dorian Kendrick would used to terrorize us. But now, with Dorian Kendrick coming over, do you know how many picks he already has going into this week? Do you know how many picks he has? He has freaking 2. And he's just been called upon since Witherspoon and also Emmanwori have been out. He was called into the nickel spot. So if I'm looking at this defense, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Dorian Kendrick, I got to give that man a shout out. That man has been an outstanding stud ever since he arrived. He has been amazing, and he is currently leading that secondary right now, along with Julian Love. But Woolen, of course, has not been the same. I would say start Dorian Kendrick ahead of Reek Woolen, or bring in someone else, because Tariq Woolen has not been as good as a few weeks ago. He has had total of 12 tackles, no sacks, no picks, no tackles for loss. He's only had 1 pass defended, and of course had those 2 costly passes allowed against Pearsall and Tongs in the game against San Francisco. But I will say this. Seattle's got a really good span coming up if they want to prove themselves. They got the Cardinals this Thursday night. That'll be on Prime Video. That's going to be a very fun one. Hopefully, they can keep the streak going against the rushing yards. And then they're going against Tampa Bay. Now, it's a playoff team from last year. Also, along with the Jacksonville Jaguars in Duval before your Monday night game against the Texans before you go on your bye week. I'm telling all this right now. I've been looking at this week 5 game for a few weeks. That's going to be absolute cinema. That game is going to be a thriller. It is. I'm getting so excited about this matchup. I don't even care if the Seahawks win. I just want to see a really fought out game. But I'll say this. If Seattle goes in against Tampa Bay and they are able to limit them in the rushing yard game and also passing game, if they win this game against Tampa Bay, I think Seattle has a legit chance to win the West. Because look at the NFC West right now. Nick Bosa is now hurt. James Conner possibly out for the year. I'm telling you all this right now. If they can win against Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, Arizona, and Houston in that 4-game span, now the Texans game is a big what if. The Bucks game is a big coin toss because the Buccaneers are a good team. If they win those 4 games, at least 3, I think Seattle can have a chance to win the division because the Rams, of course, are right now neck and neck with Seattle for the division. They're right now in time with the same record. They got a tricky span coming up. They just choked against Philly. The 49ers are banged up. If Seattle can get on a roll, if they can win at least 3 of these next 4 games, I think they can have a chance to legitimately win the NFC West. I said it at the beginning of the year, and I'm still saying it. The week 1 game doesn't have that much of a toll on Seattle because they gave up that game. Tariq Woolen was in bad positions on that final drive. And Nick Bosa was I've been saying it, he's been the terminator of the 49ers. And he terminated the Seahawks on that final drive. But in the end, I'm looking at that week 18 game against San Francisco. Did you know the last time that they beat San Francisco, Nick Bosa wasn't on the field? Did you know that? I remember that. But still, that's going to be a big game. If it's in a win-in situation that week, I think Seattle has a legit chance to win the NFC West. If it is an NFC West championship game at that point. But I'm telling you all this right now. This defense is special. That defense is forming to be something special. It is only going to get stronger and stronger as the year goes about. Mike Macdonald is built for type of defenses like this. Remember, when he was in Baltimore, struggled his first year and then immediately, just by the snap of his fingers, turned the Ravens into the number 1 defense. Now, am I saying the am I saying the Seahawks are the number 1 defense in the league? No. Am I saying they're top 5 in the NFL? Maybe a possible argument. But I'm telling you all this right now. If Seattle continues to play defense the way that they're playing, and Dorian Kendrick continues to play the ball that he's been playing for the past few weeks, along with that secondary, once Witherspoon and Emmanwori return, this defense has a chance to be legitimately terrifying to the rest of the league. What you guys think? Do you guys think the Seahawks are a top 10 unit in the NFL? Do you think they're in the top 5? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a big favor. Smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.